Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse El Nino de Oro.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. He threw the hook, didn't land. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Hook misses. Can't land the jab there. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That left hook is blocked. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice job getting that punch through. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Left hook missed. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta believe There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. There's a counter shot. Good right hand. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And just got countered. Solid punch. You'd like to see more jabs. And he just misses with that jab. Nice job getting that punch through. Didn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout.
On to the 4th we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That left hook missed. Both men step back for just a moment. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally come. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? It's all offense all the time. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And
listen to me. Are you okay?
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back quit like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown. Introducing Clarissa Shield. We've waited a long time. And there's the bell to start round one. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice hook. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They both want a highlight reel knockout. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity.
Don't worry about that round.
And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That jab misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Not been going well for her, and on to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
She got clipped by that counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter shot by her. Just missed with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a knockout, you can tell. She misses with the jab. That jab just missed with the left hand. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over them eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Clarissa Shields is in trouble. Down goes Clarissa Shields. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took her out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
It can make or break a fighter.
Calm yourself down. Come on, breathe, breathe.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
She got clipped by that counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That jab doesn't find a home. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Boy, this next round is going to... This is the beginning of round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Not a lot of defense here at all. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is not going to... There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it.
Whoa, Johnny! Clarissa Shields just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That right hook not connecting. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't find a home for that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
and needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. A perfect counter lands. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. She got her with a punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How about that, Johnny? You don't hear those kind of scorecards very often.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, step to the place on my jeers are with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that girl if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a night glove slapped on. Soon put Chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they captain off. Dog, I don't care about the past that bad in the present.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new world heavyweight champion. Just, of course, famously knocked out Sonny Liston. He's 20-0 with 16 KOs. The great. We've waited a long time. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That jab doesn't score. He takes that jab. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Scoring hook. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Believe what we're seeing. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. Let's get it started in round three. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Watch that jab. wrist has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good counter punching. Punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Great round. Great round. Relax.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just missed. That jab misses. Well done with that counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Defense is not an option for these two. They exchange punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this tension.
Let's start the sixth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the hook. The courage on display here is incredible. These two were made for each other. Good counter punching. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back.
And there's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation. And we enter the 8th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Is this the beginning of the end for Big Shot? And down goes Ali. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Back and forth they go. He blocks the jab. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on...